is reconnected. Get that down. Let's see here. Not entirely sure. There we go. Okay, so my voice is coming in on the normal. Get a Genshin set up. Got my stuff there where I can see it. Double check this. No viewers, but that's okay. Got a viewer. Working on everything, getting all of it set up so that we can do our stuff. I bet you guys can probably hear the Genshin audio right about now. Oh, hey, Cindy! Welcome in. Tonight's just going to be a casual Genshin night. Working on grinding everything to get ready for A's banner. Because I will have her on my team. I need her. Yes, definitely. Soon as everything is ready, we will flick into the actual streaming screen and I will show off my kids. Oh, I wish I had gotten him. I did my last 10 pull I could for him last night, and the little bastard decided to say no. What is that? That is not on. Is that in my thingamadiggy? It's not in mine. Why is it showing up on there? I don't know. Close pop out. Let's see if it shows up in here. Pop out. Maybe I have to fix that. Let's just... Hi, thank you. I am working on it. Let's see here. Turn my mic up just a little bit. Thank you. It has been... Oh, it has been a heck of a time lately. I've just been trying to get through stuff. But here we are. We are back. We are streaming Genshin. And I am super, super excited about it. Let's see. So on the right mic. Let's try this. There we go. That seems a little better. Keep going, and that seems to be dropping it. Let's go the other direction. See how that works. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Oh man. So right now what I am working on is I need to do my dailies today so that we can go ahead and do Kazuha's story quest, because doing Kazuha's story quest is how we are going to be able to continue in the Archon quest, and that is what I'm going to do, is do the next level of the Archon quest, where we get to see Wanderer's redemption. I'm actually very excited about that. But I have to do Kazuha's story quest first, apparently. So, let's walk through my team, shall we? That is after the... I don't know how to put that. It's Sumeru. It's the newest part of Sumeru. So this is the main team. We have Nahida, Child, Beidou, and Toma. Thank you. I know Genshin is not everybody's cup of tea. I've just been super into it lately. Pretty soon here, we are going to replace Beidou here with the Raiden Shogun, because I want the Raiden Shogun very badly. This is my first backup team. We've got the best boys, Heizo and Layla. And then my next team after that is Xiangling, Mona, Goro, and Kuki. Yeah, no, Beidou is Electro. She is what I use on my Burgeon and Hyper Bloom team. Because Burgeon and Hyper Bloom is one of my favorite layouts to do.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Looks like our expeditions are up. I haven't done any of those lately. I've just been gathering materials. Let's see. Oh. What do we got? Notifications. I know I haven't done any of these. I need to find somebody who's level 90 to run me through these, because I am not 90 yet. I mean, my highest character right now is 80, and that is Toma. Oh, I have to solo them. Yay! That sucks. Oh, cool. Then I can actually do that later. Let's go do our world quest.
What they say is true. You have to
do our dailies so that we can then work on other stuff. Nahida is so amazing once you build her right. I want Kokomi very badly, and then Kaching is kind of okay, but Wanderer is like 10 out of 10. Next banner he comes, I'm going to be pulling for him. I'm trying not to wail anymore if I can avoid it. All right. Let's go. Wee Babby Nahida. The child who is not a child. I could use her skill around here, except I really don't want to risk, like, accidentally triggering these things. Because they're cute and I hate killing them. It actually hurts me inside to try to kill them. But this is why I really love Nahida. Yeah, read your mind. Not really interested in the mind reading. If the sky... Okay. I'll help you because I have to. You're weird. Like, it's not just me. This guy... You are so lucky I'm nice. Alright. So the first one's up there. Let's see if I back up enough, I might... Nope. Gonna have to climb that. But that's okay. Toma likes to climb mountains, so his stamina is freaking fabulous. One of the many reasons I love Toma. If you need to climb something, Toma is your dude. Aramites.
Hey!
Tag him up. Hit him hard and hit him fast. Hyper Bloom.
Fire it up.
Get my shield up. Nice and easy. Oh, that was accidental, but okay. There's the next one. And there's number 3. Oh, wait. I missed something. Where is it? It's not under there. Ah, there you are. Never, ever, ever miss those if I can avoid it. Unless I'm frustrated and just don't feel like dealing with it. And then, you know. So this is what I love about Nahida the most. If you just do her stand... You're not going to clap for me? How rude are you? One down, 3 to go. Yes, I have a whole bunch of things I haven't done yet. I know I need to do them. I haven't had the energy. Also, I want to get my kids to 80 before I really start, like, doing that. Forgive the dogs in the background. This is the hazard of having dogs. Okay. Seems like we're going to go back to Toma. Because we got to go up. Borf, borf. Up we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 6 of them. That's going to be easy. We just got to get over to where they are.
Everyone hold hands.
Hitch them up.
A new punching bag.
You are not.
Oh, they are so mistaken. Hit Tartaglia's first. Hyper Bloom.
Don't get too close.
Nikita. Kyle. This time we're going to switch straight to Toma.
Here's Becca. You want this one? You want this one?
If you can't tell, this is my team, my babies, my children. I work really well with these kids. It's a time trial. This should be easy enough. Hopefully. I'm always hit or miss with time trials. They either go really well or really badly. And there's no real actual in between.
Yeah.
Boop. All opponents within. Oh, goody. Hit him with this.
Fire it up.
Alright, that helps that. Hit that. Ow. Rude.
To ashes.
Oh, it was just the 2 of them? That was easy. Last one, and it's one of the light chasing quests. The light chasers are some of the easiest ones I have. Most of the time. Again, with things being hit or miss. All right, time to chase the light. We're going to use Toma for this because, again, Toma's stamina is just insane, and I love it. Aramite's over there. Oh, this one's an easy one. Oh, maybe less easy. Beto! Hit it up. Beto, don't. Okay. So. There's the light. Got it. Let's see. Have a couple of reputation rewards to grab. Then we'll have to hit up Catherine to get that key. But soon we'll be doing Kazuha's story quest, which means we can keep going with the Archons. Okay. Simplest way to get there, just... God, I love that woman. She could crush me between her thighs, and I would say thank you. Both she and her girlfriend, because you cannot convince me that she and Ningguang are not, like, a thing. Oh yeah, that's because I finished the Aranyanka quest. I finally finished the Aranara quest for the first time, literally just like a day or two ago. Or, yeah, 2 days ago. And I cried. I cried. It broke my heart in the best way. This game has been just absolutely destroying me, and I kind of love it. Beto!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
My commission reward. Finally have a key, so we're going to scroll down. I know I could keep going with Raiden, but instead, we need to do Kazuha. Tell me... Okay. Oh. I thought it unlocked Raiden for 2 seconds, and I was about to be upset. He is absolutely stunning. Now we need to go all the way back to Inazuma. Down to Byakko Plain. Closest one I've got is here. I haven't run his story quest before, so this will be a new experience for all of us who haven't done it yet. Switch to... That's something I need to do eventually too. Welcome to the world of Ava doesn't do anything.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
We're gonna put it on auto so that we can all...
So many things have happened
So that I don't
since
try
then.
to
Yeah,
overdo
we've
it.
some progress on our journey.
We have.
So, where should we go today?
Oop.
Huh? What's up?
Ooh, shiny. Am I gonna have to fight him?
Hey, what the heck was that for?
I'm gonna have to fight him.
Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince
That's
him to
fine.
calm down a little.
Kato.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
Don't need
At the
one.
very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
First sense
No,
she's made all day.
Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedehara Kazuha?
We like
He carries
Kazuha.
a
He's
sword
our
just
friend.
like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business.
Sure it is. He's our friend.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
How rude.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase.
Absolutely crazy.
Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Very smart. For once.
Hey, don't be mean. I'm on smart lots of the time.
You are emergency food.
Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? Yeah, maybe a little.
Oh, Paimon.
But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything.
Oh, Paimon.
Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
So we're going back to Rito. Rito always makes me a little itchy just because of everything that happened there. I don't know if it's like just me or if I'm weird, but Rito makes me itchy. Sorry if things are kind of laggy a little bit. I am working on a few things while we are in our loading screens. Waiting on that load.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Thank you, Beto. You're the best. Give me half a second to figure out some stuff. Such a pretty song. Not what I have playing in my teapot, oddly enough, but pretty all the same. Ah, that's what happened. I need to get Nostichem back. I had it for a little while. It was so handy.
I feel like there's something I forgot to do. I tidied the courtyard, put the tea on. It's probably just my mind playing tricks on me.
Precious Toma, the best boy. Okay. Oh, so in Genshin, you have this wonderful thing called your teapot. It is where you can it's kind of like housing in Final Fantasy XIV, except you don't have to pay for it, which is pretty cool. What do you want to bet I have to time skip? I'll show you guys my teapot here in a second. I'm going to shift the time. There we go. I did just have to use the time.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
That makes me nervous. Two?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
That's weird.
If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
She did, and it was he did, and it was incredible.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved.
He saved our butt.
He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable. Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
Gotta go deal with the Tenryou
All right,
Commission
then.
again.
I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
I wonder if everyone back home is still awake. Now that let's take them.
That means we have to go all the way back to Inazuma City. All right. To the Tenryou Commission. Yep. Why do I run Inazuma as Toma? Because I like it. Because it's aesthetically pleasing to see Toma in Inazuma. Oh hey, look, we get to see one of our favorite people. Bum, ba-da-da-da-bum. Waiting for it to load. Size. Oh, excuse me.
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing
Hi,
the repealing of the Vision
Kamachi.
Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr.
Oh,
Kaedehara
whoa,
here to extend a
that's a
gesture
glitch.
of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate.
Oh,
Your hard
that's
work has secured
terrifying.
for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy.
That is a scary glitch on
Also,
Kamaji.
I've been granted the chance
Oh my
to correct
God.
my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a
Oh my
large array of
God.
directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this
Kazuha,
opportunity
you're so
to restore
cute.
the honor of the Kaedehara name.
Sweet baby.
Regarding the history of the Kaedehara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed? In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly,
the top of his
responsible for
eyes and
upholding
his eyebrows
further
are
developing
gone.
the traditional blade forging arts
Every
of the
once in a
Almighty
while, you'll
Shogun.
come across a
The
glitch like
Kaedehara
this,
clan belonged to this
even
class.
in the game proper,
But there
and
came a
it
time when
just
some of these bladesmiths
happens.
revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans
Doesn't make
were
it
held
any
accountable
less
for lax
weird.
oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui.
The Fatui
Attributing
were
all of the
behind
blame to
it.
the Kamisato
Say it
and
ain't
Kaedehara clans was
so.
neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaedehara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan.
Oh man,
in
the
past.
highlights on the Traveler
In
are
the
gone
interest
too.
of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large.
Kazuha, you're such a
However,
good boy.
would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
What gesture does?
I can assure you that nothing could be further
Oh,
from the
that's so
truth.
creepy.
We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaedehara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedeharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City, with the Almighty Shogun's blessing.
The
and full
Traveler's
support
eyes
of the
are
Shogunate.
definitely glitched. There's supposed to be
I
eye
have
shine
grown
in there.
accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedehara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words.
Aw, he really is a
Should
good
you
boy.
accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedehara Kazuha
That's some
in town.
shade, Paimon.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedehara really parried the Shogun's strike.
But he did.
Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedehara
Wasn't a
Kazuha was using a
delusion.
delusion began to spread.
It was a very, very special vision.
That doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter
'Cause
whether
you're
it
a
brings suspicion
baby.
or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No, this puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality.
So elegant.
Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedehara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter, and I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Good boy.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Let's do it. Let's beat him up.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what...
We gonna fight. Oh no! It stopped responding! Genshin! Come on, Genshin, don't do this to me, please. Please don't make us have to restart. I'll be sad. Ah! I think we're gonna have to restart it. Ugh. Yeah, we'll restart it real quick. It's not that much of a problem. We'll put it on the BRB screen. Just gonna try to get this done real quick. I'm still here. I can still like see the chat and everything. I'm just getting Genshin reloaded. Do 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 do. Wada! And we are back. It really didn't take that long. All right. Let's go. Now that that's out of the way. Because, of course, it just had to be like that. Here we go. Should probably... Oh, excuse me. Let's feed up our characters real quick. That reminds me. Need to pick up some of this while I'm... Ugh, I love Toma so much. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaedehara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaedehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaedehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, but I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents?
Gotta ask about
recently
weird
that
ones,
stand
especially
out
with that
as
sword he had.
particularly unusual? The Tenryo Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from
See,
different sources.
there's her eye shine. It's back.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about
And he's got his
everything that
eyebrows.
goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryo Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense.
What uniform was he
Looks
wearing?
like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it
I love how
difficult to
from the
believe that
outside I'm
whoever
looking at this
attacked you
like,
hasn't been
duh.
causing any trouble elsewhere.
But like,
Few people possess
They
your
haven't
powers in
even-
battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted.
oof.
It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me.
Sweet baby.
For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
Wow.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
I do.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Is it?
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the
Oh,
blade.
those people got it.
Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood. Though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do...
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what
Time
we
to
might
research.
find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
To the blacksmith.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Huh? You 2 know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Aww.
Ah, let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma.
Ooh.
The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun, and over time, further honed
Okay, but that's
and
insanely
enhanced by the
cool.
most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Amenoma clan has kept its art alive.
So sad.
But so cool.
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties. And just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand.
That is
There is nothing
so
mystical to our
very
work.
Inazuman.
There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins.
Ooh.
For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
That's so cool.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You
Aww.
overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look.
Uh-oh.
And said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse. And neither of them came back.
That's terrifying.
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality.
That's so
He
cool.
is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Is that so?
Curious.
Yes. If there's one thing I
Curiouser
can
and
say for certain,
curiouser.
it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, It's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yes.
To the Nagato family.
Sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Fire it up!
Toma. I mean, fair, I clicked the wrong button, but also. When you're lazy and could do things the right way, but don't. You know what? Before we go any further, I do need to check on Tubby and my teapot. I can come right back to Narukami. Welcome back. You came just in time to see the teapot. I'm slowly working on making mine perfect. I haven't really worked on the outside as much as I have on the inside. I'm also still working on building my trust rank. Time to talk to Tubby.
We have put in much work of late, and to much avail. Slowly but sure.
Let's see. Collect my coins. And my companionship. We might be able to get our rank bonus up. Maybe. Let's see. Do we have anything available? Okay. A lot of this I need to... Let's see. Blue. I need blue dye. Normally I would never do that, but I need things. So we do what we gotta do. This needs some more Auralia wood. So we'll make a couple. So if we make a couple of those, we can make this. Then we talk to Tubby. Go into the depot. Let's grab our vials for the day. I have to reach trust 10 for that. See if there's anything else like I really want to... Let's grab that. cupboard. Grab that while we're at it. And that's all we can grab. Learn these quickly. Ooh, I can make that. Let's make it. And then even though I know I'm not going to use it, we'll make this too. Use the adaptable speed in order to just grab it. Yay! We just got our trust rank up. Opened up a whole new spot too. That's awesome. I love that. Look! Look, look, look! Tubby's grown up!
Would you care to sit down and...
Tubby's in a teapot now! Ooh, heck yeah, we'll take those 60 primos. Next rank is 8. I'm getting there slowly but surely, and that makes me so happy.
If you ever have it...
Let's get these out of the way. Got a couple of vials left. Let me show you guys my mansion. Or whoever's here gets to see my mansion. I'm actually very happy with it. All right. So the music we have playing is Vestige of Dari. I need to get some more rugs for around here, but it's going pretty good so far. I do want to add something. Those are going to go in a different room. We're going to put the little bookshelf over here. Everything else out here is good. Save that. Goro's over here. Just kind of chilling. Like the goodest boy. This is Kaya's office. I don't have a huge crush on Kaya. Not at all. Over here we've got what'll be Toma's room once I'm done with it. I want to put Toma in my kitchen. Ooh, I wonder if we can do that now. We're going to check. We're going to find Toma. Cancel that. That's Kaya's office. There's the kitchen. I want... No! I want him in here. That's mean that I can't put him in there. But he's in here, and we're slowly working on turning this into a library. Speaking of. Go, Kai, go! We'll also add... in here, we're going to put the glow shroom. Oh, no, that's going in our bedroom. I want this to go somewhere in Kaya's room if we have... We do not have room in Kaya's room. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of it because I don't see it on my end at all. It is the weirdest thing. Here's the room where Nahida's hanging out. Here's the bedroom that I use for Traveler. Not the hourglass. This is what I wanted to place in here. There we go. It's so pretty. So pretty. Over there is where I'm working on kind of like a little stage setup area. Of course, over here we have the shrine where Child hangs out, and we're working on kind of a Sumeru-esque area on the other side. Actually, speaking of that, let's see. I'm gonna want this over here. Rude! I have certainly not. Oh wow, that's for outside? Yep, my main building is gonna stay where it is. Because I have my main building and I'm very happy with it. However, let's head over here. That's going to be like a little stage in a park. I guess if we wanted to put that anywhere, we could. Put it like over here somewhere. We'll set it right there. Don't have anything of those I want to put up quite yet. I'll probably start building like a little city on the other area. Ooh, this little pagoda could be cute. Oh, that's not little. I thought that was little. That is not little. I'll go over here, I think. That was very much not little. I don't want to see what this is, so we'll put it right here. Let's go see what that thing is, because I don't even know what that thing is. What's it do? Oh! What? Okay, that's got to go over there by my house. I need that over there. You don't do anything. Stage! I need lighting, but stage! I love my teapot. I love doing the teapot stuff. It is very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. All right, to the Nagato house. Get out of the tree, Toma. Toma. Well. I do need to gather the wood, so. I guess in a way him getting stuck in that tree was kind of helpful. There we go. Sachiko.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself. Everything.
What do you want to
fine
bet he
when
got
I
himself a
first got
cursed
married.
object?
But as time went by, things changed.
It's
for
like
worse.
gambling, collecting.
Uh-oh. What happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing
Just like
money just so he
gambling.
could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. He
Ew.
wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance.
Man
I
got a
thought he had
cursed
the hobby,
weapon.
and
I'm
willing to support him.
willing to bet money on it.
Making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Oh
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Poor thing.
I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament.
Aha! I figured out what the problem was and I fixed it.
I also don't know if
The chat doesn't have the thing in front of it anymore.
Or if he was simply... The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught
Yay!
fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Amenoma Yuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so...
Maybe he was feeling the...
I don't know.
Cursed
He just
object.
disappeared after the
Cursed
warehouse burned
object.
down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home, now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts.
It's a cursed object. I'm telling you, it's gotta be.
We're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amenoma Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument.
I'm telling you guys, the sword is cursed. It's gotta be.
It's getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Paimon, what mystifies you does not mystify everybody.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Poor sweet thing.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Do I have any thoughts? I have a lot of thoughts.
Well, Paimon was thinking
But unfortunately, only my chat can hear them right now.
accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while.
Does it really?
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle.
Pretty big one.
Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up.
Yep.
The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
That is the question.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Just a little bit.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
All right. Let's go do this. Woohoo! Whee! Wah! Make Mario noises over here. Because, you know, that totally makes any kind of sense. But whoever told anybody I made sense lied to them. Very, very much lied to them. Because sense is not really something I do. What did I miss? Oh. Cool. More primos. How many primos are we at, I wonder? Oh no. I know I should be saving them. I know. Ah! Why not? We're gonna give him a shot. See if this little brat will get his butt home. Oh, this is not gonna end well. Yeah, see? Not gonna end well. I wasted that on a Skyrider, of all things. I wasted that on a Skyrider, of all things. I hate myself. Just a little.
How about we go for a nice meal sometime?
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear.
Kazuha's magical like that.
That whole thing seems. You did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
Is it the person? Did we find them?
There's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
Tatarigami.
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of... We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
We got this.
Huh. So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. But the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Ooh.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
Kazuha.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You need
Kazuha, darling, I'm stronger than you.
Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything.
Mm-hmm,
It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
That was too scary. Paimon was so sure that the warehouse
Boogeyman? Oh my god.
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left the two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much. Yes, let's go.
Let's go save these people's lives.
Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around.
Let me guess. Elemental presence. Oh, shit. That's pretty distinctive. I thought I was going to have to use elemental sight. And yet here we are, just like right there. Ah. I see it.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small... quite possibly. Let's search.
Let's save people.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
And this is why I love the Virgin. There we go. Nice and easy with my team.
Look at this red stuff. What?
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
Oh no. Oh. I collected all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together and it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you and sorry for letting you down, Sachiko. I'm gonna cry.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Ame no Mayuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato.
How dare they do this to me?
Started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write.
So?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters. I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls.
We'll ask the Tenryou Commission to find him later.
Yes. Right now, we need to uncover if Ame no Mayuya is attacking other people indiscriminately.
Right. So let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of
which would be why he's chasing Kazuha.
All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events.
Wait, you figured it out?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. On with the search. We must stay vigilant.
Stay vigilant! Fight the people! Come on. Hit the rings, Toma. There we go.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Show yourself. It's no use hiding anymore.
Not from Kaedehara Kazuha. There he is. Jerkwad.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Meyuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Meyuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Cursed sword! Cursed sword! I called it! That is such a cursed freaking sword! I knew it!
Now that you mention it,
I knew it was a cursed sword. I said it was a cursed sword.
Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Meyuya's body.
Yep.
You're sharper than I thought.
Yep.
The truth of the matter.
I said it. I called it.
Ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own.
Dun dun dun!
In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So... swords can become conscious and control people?
This is not the most surprising thing we've ever heard. Like at all.
Never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon.
Sigh.
Opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing...
Did I call it or did I call it? I'm just saying.
Ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Ame no Meyuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission.
Oof.
If they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun.
Ooh.
Kaedehara
Oh no.
Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my
Oh
host for what is to
no.
come.
Oh no.
Now, give
Well, time to beat the crap out of this sword dude thing. Okay, we start with her.
Everyone hold hands.
As always, switch to Kazuha. Tartaglia. Beto. Now, Kazuha. Nice and easy. God, I need Kazuha.
stand in my way, or I will strike you down too.
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost. I can never lose. It is this. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will. The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a
What
finger.
a jerk.
And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from
It's Kazuha, of course he can.
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Amenoma Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface.
Pasta.
In that regard, why would I ever
Yes.
need your help?
Because all of
CHICKE.
Fine, it's too fast.
Sorry.
Why you've not
for
caused
me,
more
if you're
trouble
going
in
to
all
spell
the
it out,
years that you've been
you
in
have to go
Inazuma.
C.
If you are indeed
That's what I was trying to do the second time.
No, you went C. A.
Now that
I,
I've
and I'm
seen
like, that's
inside
too
your mind,
fast.
everything finally makes
Okay.
sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped.
Trapped.
After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Curse sword, curse sword, curse sword.
Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Amenoma Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost.
Is it bad? I actually kind of feel
You
bad for the
realized
sword
your
now.
limitations long ago. The more
Like,
you
I don't think I'm
clenched
supposed to
your
feel
teeth
bad for
and
the
pressed
sword.
forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, Is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool!
But he's right.
I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality.
You mean actual reality?
It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedehara clan. If you wish to save this man...
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet.
Kazuha, you are an arrogant little bastard.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
It's
This
risky,
is the only way
but
to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet. The cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the
you're putting a
Tatarigami
lot
lies
of trust in the
intensifying existing
Tatarigami.
obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me.
Kazuha.
We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
That's so cool.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Kazuha, you are a dick.
Remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takatsukasa clan abandoned that secret base...
All right.
What about Amenoma Yuya?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Kazuha really is such an arrogant little bastard, and I love him very much. Okay, that's where we're going, so we'll go here. All right, Toma. Time to climb, baby. There we go. All right, let's do this. I'm keeping my same party as I always do because they fit the bill. Oh, I only have Kazuha for this.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need Kazuha. That's it. I want Kazuha very badly. Oh my god.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Very high.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper, though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last.
No, he can't because you are just as stubborn as this blade is. That is
Something else on your mind?
just how it is.
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Okay, we'll keep going. Ooh, chest. And as I fix my dinner that my awesome human just brought me. Okay, let's go beat the crap out of some Ronin.
Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Dang, Kazuha, I want this boy in my arsenal.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Whoa, that was a fast one too.
Whoa. Something's up with the blade.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amanome Yuya?
I'm worried.
I will be careful with it. He also says he's still trying to achieve his goal.
All right. We're gonna have the end boss up here. I'll bet you anything. Yeah, something big because we just passed a resurrection door. See if we can get a swirl going. There we go.
As one with wind and cloud.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look any
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
true form. What are you talking? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
There they are! Take them down!
Oh, I know what he means.
Where do they keep coming from? Yup. We can.
Don't worry. I'll use... It's just more of the same.
Go Kazuha, dang.
Wind Strider! Time to go. Wind Strider! Clouds high. The birds call!
That's my boy.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen.
Aww.
Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it...
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in the unit.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations.
It's how you
because
were
I
made,
wanted to
darling.
save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition.
Poor thing.
You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy."
My heart.
How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
Away.
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things. When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension.
A plane of
It was
euthymia?
somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed. His
Past.
frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single prop, so he instructed
That's
this
so
sentient blade to find
sad.
a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith.
So that's the But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were thwarted by the Tatarigami, slowly turning...
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Poor thing.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numbed the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Amenoma Yuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Ame no Mayuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Up to Kazuha.
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience...
Oh. And
You're
who
good.
would be the opponent?
I will
Have a good
release
night.
Ame no Mayuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. You must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryo Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Wonder what he's planning. Ooh! Chest! Gimme, 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 gimme.
Mushrooms will start growing on our heads. I see everything. Did you know that the sound of thunder is the prelude to new life? Soon, this land will be brimming with vitality. Curiosity deserves a reward.
Alright. Back to Byakko Plain. Boop boop.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin art, Kaedehara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenome Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
As one with wind and cloud.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure there are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right. It is too late for all of...
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. Maybe we can go back there to get...
What does he want to go visit?
I'm not sure, but I think that all this...
We're going out here to just really quick hit up this waypoint that I haven't... Oh wow, okay.
This may hurt a little. Yeah.
Whee!
It's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
A prized Ishin blade. Turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji, from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency, tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? Is he okay?
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
Nope, not with Kazuha.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness.
Oh. Whoa. Oh.
Right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come.
Oh.
Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as
Oh God.
it's a Ishin blade, crafted
Oh wow.
by
Okay, I'm
Kaedehara
crying.
hands, it will still fulfill his final wish.
Oh my God, I have tears literally falling down my face.
Son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it.
Oh my God.
Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
Oh my God, I'm like actually crying.
So,
Ah.
that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions. And thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his... I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me. Just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen...
It's heartbreaking, isn't it? Like, you don't even have to know anything about Genshin to go through what just happened with the Ishin Blade and not sob. Like, what the hell? Hoyo, how dare you?
Wait, should we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Oh my God. Time to go back to Kujo Kamaji. Fuck. I'll tell you, man, Hoyo does not come to play, like, at all. When they decide they're coming for your heart, they're coming for your heart. Like, hardcore. Oh, it's gonna be just as bad when I do the next part of the Archon quest, which will have to happen tomorrow. Either tomorrow, actually not tomorrow, I close tomorrow, but Thursday. Wait, nope, I have a thing Thursday. Soon, it'll happen soon. I'm not doing this without you guys because I can't. I am, why did I go here? I need to go, there's Cujo. Can he maybe have his eyebrows this time? Like, please?
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanome Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged.
He better not be. I will defend Yuya.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please, take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaedehara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see.
The Kaedehara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths.
Yay!
So it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
Where are you going next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with
Yes,
Captain
go back
Beto
to the
again
sea
for
with your
now.
adopted mother. You cannot
As for my
convince me
next
that this boy has
destination,
not been adopted by both
see where the
Ningguang
wind
and
takes
Beto
me.
as their son. Because those beautiful, beautiful lesbians would take this boy under their wing so fucking fast.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida.
Oh, dude, I did actually get the sword.
I was ready
That
to
is
ask her a million more
awesome.
questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy.
Dude, let's go look at it, shall we? Look at it. It's so beautiful. What does it take to might as well enhance it. We have the stuff. Let's go ahead and just get this gorgeous blade some love. Okay. So this is what I need that I don't have. And it's not available till tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Everything else it looks like I have plenty of, so that'll be good. I cannot refine it. It is where it is. That is so cool, though. I might have to work on deathmatch some. Since I'm not using fish anytime soon, we're actually gonna... We're actually gonna give fish something else. We're gonna put this on fish. So that swaps that, so I need another bow. I need something to stick on Amber. So that I can have that for refinement material. Oh, Farazanagoro using it too. Or, no, I was smart. Wow. Okay, well, we have opened up the Archon quest for sure.
Like,
and
about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else? And as for your brother,
so many quests to do. This is our next step in the Archon quest. We have Jean's quest and we have some of Nikita's quest to do. Imperatrix Urbosa, Act 2. So to complete Imperatrix Urbosa, that's... I need to do the next quest of Raiden's to unlock that. So we will do that later. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this. We will stream Genshin probably Saturday or Sunday. Those are the next days I have off from work, but I really enjoyed getting to play with you guys and share with you Kaedehara Kazuha's story quest. I am a broken being after that. But, you know, we learned a lot, we cried, and we're going to get to do some more later. Thank you so much. You guys have the absolute best night, and I look forward to doing this again very soon.